Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Fred.
And you're watching
Word of Mouth.
Let a gentleman see. Let a gentleman see. How nice and tame you can be. How nice and tame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys who could win. Luck be a lady with me.
Guys and Dolls is it's based on some short stories, I believe, by a guy called Damon Runyon, and it's all these sort of New York character studies of the, I think, of the 1930s, basically.
It's about the group of gamblers that are just no good nicks, and the women that love them.
Nathan Detroit is sort of the guy who puts together the games, and he takes the cream from the top. You know, he's not really the gambler, but he's the organizer for the games. And he's engaged to the dancing girl, Adelaide.
Adelaide is the lead singer at the Hot Box, and she's kind of like a burlesque singer-dancer type of entertainer.
They're engaged for 14 years because he really doesn't want to commit.
Sarah Brown runs the Save a Soul mission, and she is charged with trying to convert gamblers and the seedy people who hang out around Broadway into being God-fearing, upright citizens.
She ends up running into this guy named Masterson. He is the biggest gambler in town, high roller.
He's bragging that he could get any gal to go anywhere. And Nathan bets him. He said, yeah, well, I bet you can't get this one to go to Cuba, to go to Havana tonight with you. And now he goes on a quest to con her into going to Havana with him.
They're all very colorful. All the characters are just really likable and colorful. And again, it's New York, and it's like, you know, gum snapping and gambling and, you know, loud suits. And it's just this real high energy show. So it just makes for some good theater. I
really loved Lauren Graham as Adelaide. I thought she had brought a real great personality to the role. Her inflection when she spoke, she had great comic timing. And she was the comic relief of everything.
She really did a great job. I thought she had a lot of pizzazz, a lot of stage presence. She's just, your eyes were drew to her when she was on the stage.
The person who surprised me the most was Kate Jennings Grant. I really loved her as Sarah Brown. She was very natural, and you really saw the progression of her torments and then her getting drunk and falling in love, and you really, I totally loved her. I thought she was great.
Craig Bierko is kind of the standout for me. He plays Guy Masterson. I'd seen him on Broadway in The Music Man, in which he was just spectacular, and so I had high expectations for him.
He was the cool dude that you all expected, and he had a great voice too, which was really very refreshing in that role.
And then Oliver Platt plays Nathan Detroit, and he also was great. I'd never seen him in a musical. I'd seen him in plays before, and he's such a great character actor and has been around forever.
My husband said, well, you know, he's no Sinatra, Oliver Platt, you know, how could he play? And you know, he's not sleazy enough. He's really not so sleazy. He just try to be sleazy, and he's sort of just kind of like a teddy bear for guys.
Titus Burgess, who plays Nicely Nicely in the play, I remember from playing Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid on Broadway, and he practically steals the show. He is so outstanding, and he has the real show-stopping number, Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Boat, which literally brings the house down.
As much as you love Nicely Nicely Johnson, because what's not to love, Benny was phenomenal. Steve Rosen played Benny South Street, and he was just great. I thought he had a great accent, and the look and the walk and everything about him suited the part perfectly well.
Mary Testa, who can do no wrong and steals everything she's in. She's probably in this play for about 2 minutes, but she literally, you know, is just so outstanding and just captures the whole stage when she's on. She's just the best.
Even the ensemble were good. Everyone, I didn't find anyone in there that didn't have a lot of talent.
The songs are just so great. You know, that after the overture, the Fugue for the Tin Horns, I Got My Horse Right Here, that's the opening number. Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Boat, again, is such a standout. The song Guys and Dolls, which appears a couple times in the show.
The little hot box numbers that you have going on, and then the crapshooters dance, Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Boat, all one thing after the next, hitting you with these great songs, and it was a great show.
I thought the set was very clever. I mean, they really put it in the background of New York with the lights, and they have the sewer and they have the bridges.
The projection was a great effect for me because I really felt you were watching it all happen and you knew where you were going because the Flatiron Building was there, and it was all the pieces of the puzzle that were missing from just the bare frame of the set.
It allows New York to be like a major above the title character in the play, in the musical, because it's just New York is everywhere, and the video wall really sort of empowers that thing to happen.
It was a really great show, great revival, lots of fun, lots of color, lots of action, really great show.
I thought it was so well done. I thought the timing was right, the scenery was very good, the actors were all talented. I thought it was just very well portrayed. It was just very well put together.
I feel like there's not a bad seat in the house. Like, you just really feel part of it in that particular theater. But yeah, I'd absolutely recommend to my friends to go see this show.
I would tell people to see it. There was a line out the door today, so I would tell people to see it. Absolutely, get your tickets.
It would be hard for me to envision someone, I don't care what they like, going and not being entertained, because it's so well done and it's just very entertaining.
Yeah, rock and roll!